Hey guys, welcome back to our final video in this series on Let Us Do Some Lattice. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be working now with a 3-digit problem by a 2-digit problem. So before we've been working with 2-digit by 2-digit. The difference this time is we will need to draw boxes that account for 3 digits multiplied by 2 digits. So in our notebooks, really nice and big box that we can work in. Remember, we don't like small boxes. Big boxes rule because we need to fit all of our work in it so that we can see. And I'm going to put my number 250 on top. And so I'm going to divide my little rectangle here into 3 pieces so that each of my digits in the number 250 have a little home. So I'm going to put my 2, my 5, and my 0 for the number 250. And then I'm going to split my little rectangle here further into half so that I have room for my 98 on the side. And there we go, we have that all set up. 3-digit by 2-digit. We're going to draw our diagonals next. Now, the harder or the bigger your multiplication problems get, the more important it is for you to be careful about how you line up your diagonals. See how I connected that one right there? It's very important that you take your time in setting those up so it's not messy. Don't be messy. Okay, let's start filling in our answers here. Start over in this box. What is 2 times 9? Go all the way over. It's 18. 5 times 9, in this box here, will be 45. Next up, we have 0 times 9, and this box right here will be 0. Remember, when we have a 0, I'm just going to write zeros in there. And then let's go back down to the lower left. We're going to fill in this box down over here. So we're asking ourselves, what is 2 multiplied by 8? So in this box here, that is 16. In this box here, we have 5 times 8, which is 40. And our final box, we're going to fill in 0 multiplied by 8, which is 0. All right, we have all of our boxes filled in with our multiplication answers. So now we're just going to add or bring down our numbers. So remember, we always start in the lower right. I'm going to grab a highlighter here. And we work along the diagonals. So here's our first spot that we're going to be looking. And we just have a 0, so we're just going to bring our 0 down. Nothing else to add to it. Great. Let's look up to the next diagonals. Grab my highlighter here. So we're working with this diagonal and this diagonal. So these numbers in here. And you can see we just have zeros. So right here, all we're doing is we're just going to be adding in these zeros together. So 0 plus 0 plus 0. And that's going to give me a 0. So I'm going to bring my 0 down right there. Let's move on to our next diagonals to the upper left. And we're going to be focusing on the numbers between this diagonal and this diagonal. So my number's right in here. Let's go ahead and add some numbers up. Grab a pen. So 0 plus 5, plus 4, plus 6. Let's start up here. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. And 9 plus 6 is going to give me 15. Now remember, we don't write the 15 like that. We're just going to keep the ones place and carry the tens over. So I'm going to erase that and just leave my 5 down below for my 15. And then I'm going to carry my tens place to the next diagonal. Let's move on to the next diagonal. Speaking of which, grab my highlighter. So we're focusing now between these diagonals. These numbers right here. Don't forget about the one we carried over. Let's add them up. 1 plus 4 plus 8 plus 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 8 is 13. 13 plus 1 is 14. Remember, we don't write 14. We're just going to bring down the 4 and then carry our tens. So finally, our last diagonal we have is this guy right over here. And we have 1 plus 1 because we have that 1 that we brought over. So we're going to add that guy on, and that would be 2. So we have our answer now. And remember, when we read our answers in Lattice, We start in the upper left and work our way down to the lower right. So our answer for this problem would be 24,500.